I try to do this video in English with a pretty French accent. Advice for hitchhiking in New Zealand. Hitchhiking was not my first option when I decided to travel in New Zealand. Because I lost money in an English school, I decided to hitchhike. I didn't have enough money for the budget transport or to rent a car. Hitchhiking is a good way to practice English conversation. However, I don't advise you to do hitchhiking if you can take a car. What I can share about hitchhiking. First, if you don't know how to put limits on your life to other people, don't do hitchhiking. But if you feel comfortable to say no to somebody, it's okay. Take care how you are dressed. Girls don't wear sexy clothes, and men, if you have a beard, sunglasses and a hat, that may scare people. Whenever you do hitchhiking in New Zealand, think about shower rain, heavy sun, and be prepared for all the different weather conditions. Wake up early in the morning because the worst time to stand in the sun on the road is around midday. And sometimes it may take 1 hour for the bus to take you outside of the town. Practice courtesy with other hitchhikers that might be at the same place as you. Yes, you can just ask, do you want to hitchhike with me? Are you okay to take the first ride that is nearest to your final destination? And yes, usually it's great. Have breaks, because it can be very physical work to keep your arm up a long time. Usually I never wait more than 30 minutes, but I always kept my mind to take a break every 30 minutes, to drink and just relax. Sometimes you can ever be surprised that somebody offer you a ride while you are eating or just relaxing. Yeah. Choose the spot you want to be picked up carefully. Yeah, the best place is where you can see cars 1 minute away and the driver can also see clearly. Look for a spot where the driver can safely pull over and pull out again. Be careful, in New Zealand sometimes you can be confused because the emergency lines and car parks look similar, So I hope one day Google Maps app will show clearly the state of the road and the elevation. Yeah, that will help so much when you need to walk on the road. So hello Google, if you can do this work, thanks. When you hitchhike as a backpackers in New Zealand, usually you need to carry your food. That is for me the most difficult to organize. For example, when I needed to carry my backpack, all the food for 1 week tramping, very hard. Don't hitchhike during the summertime with a chocolate block in your backpack. I had some surprise during lunchtime, and often I felt anxious about the chocolate melting. Hitchhiking in mountains is possible in New Zealand. Yeah, you will be picked up oftentimes by fishers, hunters or other hikers. But I can advise you to start your tramp and finish the tramp during weekends because there are more people, especially local people. As I didn't know the towns well, I preferred to ask local people the best spot to start hitchhiking. Usually I accept a ride if the person really knows the best spot where to drop me off. Petrol stations are not on the highway are not too bad. Bus drivers can also have good ideas, but people who work in a high seat information can sometimes discourage you to do hitchhiking. From hitchhiking, they don't want to have the responsibility for your decision. Also, they want to sell bus tickets. So just for a story time in Dunedin, I received bad advice from a person working in an high seat information, and so the bus, I was dropped off just outside a roundabout where cars accelerate down here. Very, very bad. Also, it's better not to book a place for the night in advance, but it's good to have some numbers and addresses just to have an idea where to stay and save time planning. Why? You never really know at what time you arrive. You can call the hostel to book when you are not too far away before the reception closed. Most of the time you might arrive late and find a key at the reception in an envelope for you. Also, the adventure of hospitality can be coming towards you. What I can share is I have been host one night and ever got an ice cream and a meal at a restaurant from a lovely Kiwi couple. And I was very, very blessed, and it was great to didn't book a hostel before. And also just take a look sometimes about the special date events of the world. Chinese New Year, for example. I remember for the Chinese New Year, all was nearly fully booked everywhere in Lake Tekapo, and I was almost ready to not sleep and stay up all the night. Yes. So now it's a big day. You are going to hitchhike. You can text the number plates of the car that picks you up to a friend and your plan, which town do you want to go. So 2 options for that, for this. You don't ask the driver for the registration, but you just memorize the number plate of the car or write it discreetly on your hand. But it's better, according to me, to ask the driver if you can take the registration of the car to your friend and see how they react. Yes. One day I remember I even received the answer, "Do you want to take a picture of my driving license?" So I said no, thanks. You can always, when you have finished your travel, text a friend where you are and where you are planning to stay the night. Yes, if it's more secure for you, do it. The other great idea with a smartphone is to follow the travel on Google Maps. If you don't have data on your phone, you can start the app by going in a place with free Wi-Fi, like a library, or download an app that you can use without data. When the car stops, I always try to ask first where the driver is going to. That is for me the best way to check the intentions of the driver. And while I'm talking to the driver, I watch the car and try to get some informations. Is this person smoking? Is this person drinking alcohol or smelling off? Is the style of music okay for me? Is the place comfortable and safe for me? Usually I like when the car is messy. So one day I can just say I accept to be picked up in a car convert to a camper van, it was not comfortable for my back to lay on the bed and not see the view during this long way. That's just an example. For extra, when people ask you, do you want to see that? Do you want to see that? I would like just to say it's your responsibility to see if you are comfortable with this offer or not. Watch if you have enough time. Watch if you have a good feeling with the driver, because you might be isolated, for example, in some places. So, and for break for bathroom, the question for you is, do you keep your bag with you or not? It depends on what you feel with the person again. If you are not alright, take your bag with you. Yes. And it's really pleasant to offer a coffee to your driver, especially during a long trip. It's always taken well and appreciated. It's always taken well and appreciated. Appreciated? I don't know. In the coffee place, you can also check your plan on Google Maps and see what to do. So definitely hitchhiking is one of the best ways to practice English conversation and discover more the culture where you are. So thank you for watching and travel safe, guys. Bye.